Start up right now.
No, we're about to
Now,
start.
right now we're
All
here.
right.
What is up,
For
ladies
sure,
and
man.
gentlemen? It's been a minute since Jimmy and I have gone live up in these parts because we kind of been all over the place the past few weeks, especially myself. From Texas for a week visiting family, went out thrifting. I will have a video out first thing tomorrow morning. I was gonna upload it today, but then I realized there was one thrift that I went to a mom and pop shop out in Poteet, Texas, where we went to the Poteet Strawberry Festival, and I said, no, I gotta add this information in there. So that will be out there first thing in the morning, and a lot of things happened this weekend. A lot of good things, and I invited some people to come on, and if they could make it, they could. If not, maybe next time, and that's going to be Jonathan down here below. I'll have him introduce himself to you in a moment. I am a full-time reseller now into it for my 8th month, and I had this guy over here and Sonia, his wife, over for the weekend, and it was a lot of fun. And I'll let Jimmy introduce himself, and then we'll bring it over to Jonathan, which he's missing a hat like us. Or does he have it? He does have it. Oh, I see it
He
now.
does
I
have
do,
it.
yep.
Yeah, it's well represented. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that, man.
No problem, man.
Jimmy, old school flips. I like Sonny said. Just got man. I can't. Just got back from Vegas this week after hanging out with Sonny. Had an amazing time. Got to hang out with him, his wife. He has the coolest dog in the world, Tip. So yeah, it was a great time. I'm a full-time reseller on eBay. Been doing it for 3 years now and loving every minute of it. And last weekend was a prime example of why I love it, man. Good friends, good times. Got to meet Jonathan for the first time, and a lot of people. It's just great. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't until like hours later we wouldn't go eat. We'll do a recap in a second what happened because there was a lot of stuff that happened. And I was like, "Hey man, I'm Sunny." He was like, "Yeah, I'm Hustle Man." I was like, "Jonathan." I was like, "Oh, Hustle Man, Hustle Man, Hustle Man." He always comes in live chats,
Yeah.
and it's kind of cool how things just play out that way. And Jimmy was saying throughout the time, he was like, "Sonny, this would be us one day. We'll be able to have these things and do what Dave and Cary and a lot of other resellers are doing." And it's just like it's pretty amazing, and the food was awesome too. So what ended up bringing Jimmy over was he was asking, saying, "Hey, what's a good place to stay?" And I was like, "Well, what do you here in Vegas?" Because he was going to come for the podcast. And I was like, "Well, are you getting a car?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Who's all coming?" And he was like, "Just himself." So I was like, "How about you just stay over here with me, and I'll chop you up into little pieces and put you in a tunnel and stand over you." He
When
puts
I
the
got there, and the
lotions on
freezer
the
was out. There
skins.
was the freezer out there in the garage.
Yeah,
I
there was a deep
little bit
freezer
nervous.
in the garage. Um, we'll go back and forth with this story, all right? But long story short about that, had an amazing time. And during the meetup, the Trash to Cash podcast, which is pretty hilarious. I've watched it like twice just looking at everybody. And it's kind of cool that I was there and so were Jimmy. And then Jonathan was there afterwards at the dinner type thing. And it was some really good food and a handful of other people as well. And now I want Jonathan to introduce himself to you, fine folks.
Hey, name is Jonathan. I go by Hustle Man on Instagram. I just post what I find every day. I usually do Goodwills, basically thrift stores. Mostly what I do because it's so hot here where I'm from in Arizona. So yeah, I gotta do what you can find. And I just love learning from these guys. I watch these guys all the time. I'm a YouTube fanatic, and I like to absorb all the kind of content that I could.
Hey,
That I could.
hey, don't let him fool you. We went to the flea market. He met us there. We're like, me and Sonny haven't even bought anything yet. He's got a backpack. He's got a baseball bat. Like,
Yeah, I
we
was
are already
intimidated.
hustling, man.
So a little about that. So Jonathan, he had messaged me on Instagram. He was like, "Hey, where y'all at?" So I was trying to call him, and I was actually like in the loudest spot. So I don't know if he could hear me or if I could hear him. All I remember saying is like, "I'm by the music," and then after he repeated, "Okay, by the music," I'm like, "There's probably more than one place here at this swap meet." I was like, we'll just go with it. So I'm standing there and I see a guy with the hat on and he has some shades and I see a bat sticking out. And I'm like, I'm not gonna mess with this Latino Casey Jones dude. Like he might foot soldier my ass. And I'll let him walk away. But he's looking around. I was like, that has to be him. So I kind of like stalkerish is like when he steps, I step, and I could feel him spider senses, his reseller spider senses,
yeah,
like, hey,
most
there's
definitely.
something going on, you know. And he turns around and he's like, starts walking towards me, and he's like, "Oh, that's you." And I was like, "Okay, that's you."
It was a green shirt. I think
Yeah.
that green shirt was loud.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I was able to find you every time. I was like,
Yeah.
we're done. Where'd Sonny go? And like, we lost Sonny for a while that day. Sonny was gone.
Yeah, I went the wrong.
Oh,
that was
man.
on me. I went the wrong way, but I ended up finding some. Oh, I got it right in the hallway right here. I ended up finding some little vintage McDonald's pins,
Yeah.
and with this Trash to Cash podcast, what led to it is Dave put up a live recording, and I didn't know that he was going to ask us to come up and talk, you know, like just mingle like we were doing right now. So that was pretty fun, and that was a pretty good golden ticket to. More than anything, I started off first, and it was like, okay, let's do this. You know, like you get so much opportunities, and it was a lot of fun. I would recommend go check out Dave's Trash Cash podcast with Cary. It was just
They got
my
that
cheeks
other
were
guy.
hurting
What's
so
his
bad.
name?
Yeah.
Who's the other guy that's with those two? No. And
They kept mentioning
Kevin's
Kevin
No.
Commonwealth, yeah. But hey everybody, thanks for coming in. Pinji got my broski right here. I'm gonna be seeing Mikey tomorrow. He's gonna be going
What?
live, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a handful of other resellers. I'm not sure if Danny the Niche Lady is gonna be there. If she is, I'm gonna see if maybe I'll scoop her up because we actually don't live too far from each other, and just help out because it's a little distance to the First Fridays, I believe. Just a nice place to hang out. Mikey bags of money, him, Courtney. If not, it's mostly Mikey that goes out and just ventures off in Vegas, eats, buys stuff, and sells it eventually. And then it's just always a good time. And then he is a reseller, so it's not just that he's a tour guide online. It's really good what he got going on and is blowing up as well. Got Pinji in the house. Thanks for coming in. And she was out in Anaheim from what I saw earlier.
Yep.
Got the amigo Luis in
What's
the
up,
casa
Luis?
right now. I must say, I got this word and I've been using it all day since the DM from Jonathan. And I said Cinco de Mayo, and you said,
Did I miss that?
do you remember what you said?
Me?
Oh,
Jonathan.
Right?
yeah, man. It was funny. It's like how ironic that it was a Cinco de Mayo and you brought the brownest guy, the brownest reseller.
He was like, oh, it's Cinco de Mayo? Nah, it's Cinco de Drinko. And I was like, I like that. I like that a lot. So
Most
I've been
definitely.
using it all day. Everybody I come across, they're like, Cinco de Mayo. I was like, Cinco de Drinko. And they're like, hey.
Yep.
Like, yeah, my friend Jonathan.
Hey,
So
if it fits in with Thirsty Thursday, you know.
it does,
be.
but I'm getting away from titling Thirsty Thursdays. I would drink on a
Oh,
Thursday
okay.
and probably any other given day. But it just people are thinking that's all I do, and I'll go into other people's live chats and they're like, I'll say something. I usually say something retarded, right? And they're like, Sonny, are you tipsy again? And I'm like, I just woke up. Hold on, let me think about it. No, I'm not. I didn't
No, it's not after 10 a.m. yet. No,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, especially on a Sunday, which is kind of funny because I ended up going, I think, to East Texas one time, and I've never heard of dry counties before until I went there. And then that was like the first place back in the day that I actually saw like 32 pack beer. And I was like, whoa, I could do this. I can't. You cannot do 32 if you've always just been used to a 12 pack.
Right.
But I remember going and they're like, no, we don't sell alcohol here. And you can't buy something after lunchtime. And I was just like, what's going on here? It's like, this is Arco.
This Arco. That's a story you
Jonathan-
get to tell. That was
Jonathan.
when I was editing the video, I got to send you, like, again,
Yeah.
I didn't catch it on video, but I have her. Like, I was like, that's
I
the
was like-
lady. That's the lady.
We'll tell this story in a minute because it's
I got to say
hilarious.
what's up,
I
man.
wish
Mikey
it was
bags of
recorded,
money.
but-
That dude is an entertainer. Like, just the fact that he can talk for 3 hours straight and still have a voice afterwards makes him an automatic entertainer. Like, he talked for 3 hours straight on that live. And when it was over, he just kept, he could still just talk normal. Like, I'd be like, that was a good show. Like, he's an entertainer, man.
Hey, he's in the best place in Vegas.
Yeah,
He's in the right place.
entertainment capital.
Yeah.
Jonathan, so you being new to a lot of people, I'm not sure if you gone on any lives or that, but I was
First
looking
time.
that you got to start catching up on more videos, man. I would like to see more from you.
For
I
sure,
went to your-
man.
went to your channel, but you want to tell people what you're into? What do you look for? What's your goals in reselling?
So my goals in reselling is just to eventually buy some real estate, be able to flip some houses. That's my.
Oh,
I don't want to say it's my end goal, but it's one of the big goals that I have. When I go in, I look mostly for. I try to niche down. I was into everything. I think that's how everybody gets into it. They just buy whatever flips. But now I'm mostly focused on shoes, jackets, and bags. I just feel that I enjoy those items,
Yeah.
and if I enjoy those items, when I get home, I'm gonna list them right away.
Yep.
When you say shoes, are they like brand new retail shoes, retail arbitrage, or used, or both?
Oh, they're just used.
Used.
Used. Yeah. So I go from dress shoes. It could be athletic shoes. It could be boots.
It's funny how when you're listing something you enjoy, like listing goes smoother. But when you start getting into stuff that you don't enjoy, like I notice it right away. I'm like, man, like when you start listing Coca-Cola pins. No, I'm just joking. Son. That's just a little joke. No, but when you start getting into something, you just like you got to get it done, but you're like, this is taking forever. But then when I get into action figures or toys, I'm like, all right, I'll get this guy listed, you know.
And you ended up, you found some toys over here too, which was pretty cool. And you left one. I saw it in your video too. You left one. I left
that little motorcycle, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. I couldn't find it.
Couldn't get gas for it. It's only like $5.05 here now at Costco.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I found this Resellers. Farouk.
Jimmy and Sonia were pretty shocked about the lines at Costco over here because they said where they're at, they do not wait in line. They just drive up, start filling up their vehicle, and that's it.
For gas.
I probably had like at least 8. There was probably like 6 rows of 8 cars. But it seems like a lot, right? It actually is. But being that I've been doing it so much, on average, a car or a truck, my truck is probably like 2.5 minutes because I usually let it go to empty and it takes like $120 to fill up now because the price jumped up. But before it would be like $100, it would cap off and it would take about 1.5 minutes. So when you start thinking that way, that stuff doesn't take long. You know, it's just that visual of like, oh, there's so much people. This takes forever. Honk. You know, but
you could have done the SpongeBob where like, let's go yard selling, and then we pull up to get gas, and you could do the SpongeBob 15 minutes later.
I want to do that, but I feel like I've seen it a lot. You know, and I'm like,
there must be a lot of Costco's in Denver.
There's just never a line for gas anywhere ever. Basically,
they probably have horses and carriages. Yeah. They probably just take the Uber. They probably get Uber.
You know, when you're big time, you just Uber.
Yeah, Denver Nuggets. Starting to make sense. All the gold over there. Jennifer, how you doing, Jennifer? Nice to see everybody. I really missed everybody when I was out in Vegas. And then when I came back, it was like a crash course to this live podcast and then getting to meet Dave and other resellers that were there. The Art of Resell, Arturo was there. Really cool guy, short guy. Just cool to hang around. Jimmy got to hang out with them a lot too. And it was really fascinating just to have the group that we have. I know there's other places that have a lot of people, but it's like, enjoy the opportunities that you get to meet somebody, especially if they're visiting out of town, which Jonathan did. Another one from California was FleaCon. That's Charlie. And it was just fun. It was just amusing and just sitting around. It kind of felt like we've done it before, which is one thing with Jimmy and Sonia that I felt like, you know, I feel like we just bonded naturally. And then we went community art sales, like all over the yin yang places here. It was kind of like 50-50. Like, wasn't good and wasn't bad, but I've seen better here.
Yeah, I definitely felt the same way, man. Like, it was our first time ever going to yard sales together, but it felt like the 100th time going to yard sales together. You know, I was like, we did this before. Like, this is not the first time we've been to yard sales together.
Yeah, flea market was insane.
It was big, right?
Yeah.
Are they like that over there in your area, Jonathan?
Oh, not at all. It's like, I would say like 5 times bigger than what we have here in Phoenix.
Wow.
You could spend all day. You have so many different activities there.
Yeah, I would get lost for sure. Like, if I was left alone there and Sonny didn't have the green shirt on, I would be lost.
I did get lost. and I'm from here. I live here.
Like Sonny's like, we're gonna go get lunch now. Let's go get the tacos. And I'm like, I'm following you, man. And like, we walked forever. Like we had to walk all the way across the place to get to the tacos.
I know. I felt like Dave, Cary, and everybody else were like, does Sonny know where he's going? Like, I'm pretty sure they're looking at each other like, hey, who let this guy lead us?
Are we lost?
He led us into some good. He led us into some good tacos.
Yeah, he did.
They were good. And I had them the night before with Mikey, my wife, Courtney, Super Court. That's Mikey Bags of Money's wife, Danny, the niche lady, and then Noah and her daughter. They were there, and we scarfed down some tacos. I'm really surprised people didn't eat more. I didn't know if they felt a little ashamed, like I want to pig out but not look like a pig. And I'm all about tacos. And only thing about free tacos, like they're so small, you know, but they're so delicious.
What was the first thing I got? Was a gordita?
Yeah, the gordita.
And then I had like 3 tacos. So
I'll be honest, those gorditas, they were actually bigger before. They kind of cut down on the size and the stuffing. They used to be really packed.
Yeah.
But not this time. It still tastes good, but
yeah, it was good. It was really good.
What's up, Bluegrass Thrifts? Thanks for coming in. Got Crystal Rosie's Closet up in the house.
Crystal?
Reseller / chef / inspirational person. Excuse me, I had a burp with this alcohol inside my system. Josie's Jazzy Junk. New name for me. What's going on? Liberty County, Texas. That sounds familiar. I'm from Charlotte, Texas. Nobody ever knows that place. And fun fact, The Rock Johnson actually got lost and ended up in our town for a few minutes. And then went about his business. He was like, how the hell did I get here, Toto?
Like,
Have y'all come across any celebrities?
While sourcing or in life?
In life, anywhere.
Not a lot. No, I met Vanilla Ice in Vegas. Matter of fact, he was at a tattoo convention they had there. He come walking out of the tattoo. It was a tattoo place inside one of the bigger casinos. But no, not a lot. I mean, obviously that's a pretty big name there, but no, I have not.
Yeah,
I met SonnyLasVegas.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that guy, SonnyLasVegas. But I'll let Jonathan tell you all about him and all the accolades that he's doing for the community. It's amazing, dude, SonnyLasVegas.
The only famous person I met is Phase on Love, the guy that played Big Worm.
Yeah,
from Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he used to go to my old restaurant I used to work, the barbecue place.
Have you seen the memes with Amber? Hey, big turd.
No, I haven't seen that.
Roman Anytime Picker has it on Instagram, and I was like, this guy's killing me, man. But it was so funny. My wife didn't get it. She was like, I seen the movie, but I don't get it. And I was just like, well, you know what's going on, right? And she was like, I do, but I don't get it. And I was like, okay, never mind. What's up, Kristen? Rule Squirrel.
Kristen, what's up?
Ken, thanks for the sub. Mikey. Ken is actually doing a lot more videos too. He is pumping them out. Rob Van Winkle.
Chad Juice is here. What's up, Mike?
What's up, Chad Juice? Got to see him live when I was when he was with Paul while I was at visiting out in Texas. It was pretty good. I was trying to watch as much as I could. And
oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah,
he was on the line
during that time. It was fun.
Yeah.
My wife was like, babe, you need to stop doing that. Stop getting online. You're on vacation. I was like, these are my peoples. These are my relatives, and they don't even say hi on Facebook. I could be here on YouTube and say hello to my peoples.
Brother from another mother.
Right?
Because I met. It skipped. I met Dr. Johnny Fever, Howard Heisman, and New Orleans. Nice. I was just there a month ago in New Orleans. Beautiful place. The French Quarters. Run in, looks around, farts twice, acts like I did nothing.
That's what I do at the bins. When I'm at the bins, I do that.
Is that how you get people away?
That's how you clear them out. Stuff? Clear them out, you get dibs. Next time I do a bins challenge with Kristen, I'm going to use that technique, my friend.
Are you going to use a real fart, or are you going to use a spray fart?
No. Come on.
The real one. If you're gonna do it, you got to go all out, right?
I'll get kicked out of there for sure that time.
Jimmy does like Jimmy does like beans. That was one thing about his gorditas. He was like, "Can you ask them if they could put beans in it?"
Heck yeah,
And I was like, "I'm pretty sure they can," and they did.
Hey, Jimmy does it the old school way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's good stuff.
And then Jimmy, I did see a few days ago with you and Chris a little battle about old school.
Yes,
There's a little a little rivalry going on.
Listen, me and Ken actually little shameless plug here. Me and Ken actually discussed that in the upcoming podcast, Reseller Clickbait podcast coming up next week. We discuss who had old school first, old school flips or old school picker. It's a debate that only one person knows. No, Chris is cool. We joke about it. I hope that's what we're doing. If not, no, we joke about it. Me and Chris talk a lot. We've been knowing each other about as long as I've known you, Sonny.
Yeah. So they famous. Mikey met Mike Tyson and Chum Lee. I'm surprised I haven't come across Mike Tyson, especially when I was working in the casino. And I haven't come across Chum Lee yet, but I've found some pretty cool toys of him and some t-shirts. I actually just sold one on Whatnot, which, ladies and gents, tomorrow I will be on Whatnot. I have like around 80 something items, mostly hats that I'm going to be selling. So if you're interested in some cool stuff, want to support a cool dude, I have that in there. And Jonathan, I'm going to add his link in the description later on for this video and in other things. Jonathan, do you have Whatnot? And what do you sell on?
I have Whatnot, but yeah, definitely I don't sell there. Just sell on eBay and the local marketplace. That's about it.
Do you want to sell on Whatnot?
I just I heard a lot of cons compared to pros. You got to be consistently there instead of like eBay. You just put it up and you don't have to be hands free.
Yep, you gotta run consistent shows there, build a following on Whatnot itself. It only takes 2 bidders, but sometimes if you only have 1 bidder, it can be painful. But you start building that following and you get 3 or 4 bidders on stuff, it can be good.
I could see that. Speaking
of Whatnot, I saw Kevin Commonwealth did his first one today. He had everybody there. Chernock, Tim over the years.
Yeah, they went over on Cernox after that. Cernock Connections.
Yeah. Yep. And then I think Adam Baldypal's doing one soon too, his first one. Just want to give those guys. Those guys are in the community and they're finally on Whatnot selling on there. And I was in on Kevin's for a while, man. He was doing really good on there.
Yeah.
He had lost his voice though today. So he's like, people were, Chernock was doing a lot of the auctions because he had lost his voice.
Yeah, the whole crew was in there. Eric, Tim, him, and Cernox, and I was in there for a while until I had to go drop off an order before the post office closed. And then once I got home, another order came in. And I'm like, okay, I'll pack it up tonight after the live.
You think eBay will? Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying we had a couple people dropping in the chat. I saw Misha's here. What's up, Misha? Sonia's here.
Misha.
Who else?
Sonia?
Matt, Phoenix Flippers here.
Matt?
He's out.
I was kind of hoping Matt was going to show up to the event. I was like, I wonder if
he was in Vegas, but he was in a hurry.
Man, everyone's Sonia. Got Jen's Multiverse, who is I'm going to say Jen's is killing it on Whatnot too, and pumping out videos. Make sure to check out Jen's Multiverse, folks. Especially when it comes to like Pokemon stuff. Like she has some really cool stuff if you're a collector.
Yeah.
And Harry Potter. She has like gang loads of stuff. It's not like myself where I have like one of one item. That's more of me to use stuff. I felt like it froze for a second.
Kristen? Ken's got a question about your hat. SSK Promo wants to know.
Hey, babe, what's the low? Which hat?
It says right there.
Oh, you have the Las Vegas hat. Need to get one to display my cool pins on. I was wanting to do it since I got back, but like we've been talking about the podcast, Trash Cash podcast live recording, and then the following day, which was cool because I was talking to Cary, who's a super nice guy. So is Dave. It really, like, people in person are a little different than what people may think. And I have a video of Cary and Dave on my TikTok, and I started getting some bad comments about Dave, and they're actually like thinking they're insulting him, but they're actually like complimenting him. I don't know how this, because they're talking about how he takes care of his mom or something, and he takes care of his mom, and he just doesn't sell nothing big. And I'm like, you take care of your mom, and he's selling stuff at home. He's with
And he
his
has a
family.
job.
Is that
He's
horrible?
not
Like,
full-time reseller.
yeah, like does that make you horrible nowadays? Like taking care of family? So
You have
I
nothing
hope
better
not.
to do, man.
I saw people starting to comment on him, asking him like, what exactly are you trying to say? And I was like, you know what? No, I'm blocking them, and it automatically deletes the comments. And
All
I'm
I
not gonna
s-
let something like that write, even though it was a stupid comment. But some people have nothing else better to do, you know. But other than that, these two guys are amazing. They had a podcast I didn't have to do. They linked people up, like Jonathan with myself and everybody else that was there. Like, there was quite a bit of people, in my opinion, and it was just fun from beginning to end. A lot of smiles, a lot of laughing. And when I asked Cary, hey, how long are you down, you and Dave? And they're like, Monday. They leave, and I was like, well, it's only Saturday. What y'all doing tomorrow? So that's what got everybody to go to the swap meet and Broadacres, which was fun and a lot of walking.
I just want to say on that, like, again, I got to talk to them too, and make no mistake about it, they all know what they're doing. They are all on the same page. When they get on their podcast, they know they're just there to have fun, maybe entertain some people. They're all on the same page, and it's really smart what they're doing. What they're doing is smart, and I would never talk bad about that. Like what they're doing as a podcast and on their individual sites, it's really smart, and they're succeeding. How am I going to hate on that?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Hating's a waste of time. But Jonathan, did you get to talk to them yourself? Who'd you run into there that you're like, this is pretty cool? What'd you think about it?
Right. You can say me. That's okay. No, just playing. I keep it on.
Was it? His name's Dave, right? NC.
Yeah, NC Picker.
Dave.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
yeah. Like Dave, I know. Like Dave had a lot on his plate, like coming in because he was already doing work.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to ask this guy too many questions because he had the event and everything. But Cary's himself, like from YouTube to in person. I was like, man, it's like, and especially how Cary and Dave bounce off each other.
Yeah.
They're ping ponging off each other. That was fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it's genius because, like I said, to me it's genius. People are saying that stuff, so I guarantee you, Dave's like, hey, in your videos, Cary, call me the worst picker in the world, and that's what Cary's video is. Literally, he's the worst picker in the world because it's smart. It gets people watching. It's a joke, but people love it, and it's genius that they get together instead, and come up with those ideas as a group. That's what they're doing, guys. Cary doesn't really think that Dave's the worst picker in the world. In case you didn't,
going around saying I am the smallest YouTuber in the world, and hope that it grows to be the opposite, like a kung fu hustle, Jedi mind tricks type stuff. Everything's backwards.
It's like, do you really think that they really hate each other? They talk, but they still manage to come back together to do their podcast, even though they all hate each other and bully each other. Like, come on.
Yeah, you have to see them in person, but it was fun and walking around with them. Got to ask them some questions at the Broadacres, like, hey, what do you look for? And when they're looking at stuff, I was asking them, why are you looking at that stuff? Like, regardless of it being so vague of them picking up a toy, I'm like, what makes you want to pick up that particular toy? Because there was a lot of toys everywhere, and it's like they're skimming, and that's kind of like how I see it when I go reselling. Like, I see stuff, but I know what I'm looking at. And I could see quality in my eyes more or less. And they kind of do the same thing. It's just different genres of things that they go to.
You did good on that little Walkman you found, man.
Yeah, it works too.
It does look nice.
Yeah, so
it's like this big.
I'm going to be a tattletale, folks. I know snitches get stitches, but I got a lot of stitches. I've broken some bones already. All right. People say don't burn bridges unless you know how to swim. I know how to float. You don't need to swim. It takes less effort. All right, and I'm squishy like a squishmallow, so I'm good to go on that. But what I saw off of Jimmy and Sonia is that Sonia is the one that finds the stuff.
I am actually the worst picker in the world.
Jimmy is a horrible picker.
Yep.
And I'm being honest.
Jimmy's the face of that group.
Yeah. Don't say that when she's here. Yeah, I noticed you're in Arizona when you said that, Jonathan. Wise move. You didn't say it while she was standing right next to you.
No,
Yeah,
we went to a garage sale, right? And I saw some kind of Western type patterns. I don't know. That's what I can think of it. I'm not good with patterns. And I'm like, I feel like there's some Pendleton here, right? Like I could sense it.
Yep.
And a few seconds later, Jimmy's like, "You see what Sonia found?" And I was like, "No, what? A Pendleton purse?" I was like, "Damn it!" Like I knew it was there. And then she was like, "Oh, I also found this, and I found this." And Sonia found, yeah, I found this. And I'm just like, man. And we go to another place, and Sonia was like, "Jimmy, did you see this? Did you see this?" And I'm like, "Give me a head start. You know, there's two of y'all, one of me." But it was fun. Sonia definitely knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
Jimmy does too, but Sonia was on it. She was on fire the whole time.
I was too busy, chatting it up with No, I don't even know. Like I was not in my zone in Vegas. I walked right past that Scream mask that we talked about. There was a Scream 4 mask, the entire costume in the package still, and I walked right. Even on the video, I walked right past it. It was sitting out on the table for the whole world to see. Yeah. And I'm just like, doo, doo, doo. And then Sonia's like, "What? You don't want this?" That's what she told me. What? You don't want this?
Getting sassy, yeah. There was only one thing, folks, and Jimmy brought it up. A little. Did I leave it? I think I left it downstairs. I was testing it. This little Walkman, Sony Walkman, a little thing like about an inch and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, Sonia, and she's leaning over. I was like, "Are you gonna get that?" And she was like, "Nah, you seen it. I didn't see it first." I was like, "Are you sure?" And she was like, "Nah, I'm all right." And I was like, "Oh, thank God I found something." So I ended up getting it. I was like, "How much?" I always do this with stuff at garage sales, yard sales, right? It's like, "Oh, how much for this little thing?"
Yeah.
I don't like belittle it, but I'm
since it's the size of a quarter. How about a quarter?
Yeah, how much for this little thing? The lady was like, $1. Now I was like, "Take my money." I could afford $1 because gas prices are
high. What's up, Paul? Flipping sports guy, what's up, man?
That little Walkman, it's you have to download music onto it.
Oh, really? So it's like
a USB, I think 2.0. Starting to learn the little differences of them. And
I just know it has that W, the Walkman W on it.
Yeah, that's what caught my eye, and I was like, Sonia, are you gonna get that right there under your nose? So that dollar should sell for around $45.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
These are like old school 90s.
Yeah, it's an old one. It's pretty good. Like it worked and all too.
Yep,
it was pretty cool.
Yeah, if you go watch my latest video, it's in there, Jonathan. I'm like, I even put on there $40 Walkman. So I shorted you $5. Sorry, Sonny.
You remember that guy in your video that was kind of going off?
Yeah,
that we talked about.
Yeah, my clickbait guy.
Yeah, that click. Well, he really was something else, or is something else. Oh, damn, what I was going to say. So when I heard him, right, I recognized his voice and I saw you, and I thought he was accusing you of stealing the cards. I didn't know. And when I saw the video, he was accusing a kid. He was like, the kid woke up before 8 and he bought the cards for his mom. Can you believe that? And I'm like, what's wrong with people being good to their family nowadays, And I was like, I was hearing it and I was like, I can't believe this guy.
He's like, then he lied to me, and I was pissed. I was like, "Alrighty then, time to slow it down." And he's talking to some other people at their yard sale.
It wasn't even at that yard sale
about what happened at the other yard sale. It's another shameless plug. If you go watch out my last video, guys, that's what it's about. That's the clickbait of the thumbnail. Is that this guy? And he was. I mean, I can't help it that I caught it on camera when I was editing. I was like, "Oh man, I caught that guy yelling on camera." Kind of got to go with this one.
What we didn't catch on camera, though.
I should. Oh, I don't know if I still have that video of her. So I'll start it off and I'll let you finish it. All right?
No, we'll share your video and we could talk about it later.
No,
but Jonathan,
I don't have
when
it
you
on video.
when you came down, Jonathan, traveled from Arizona. Did you leave? Did you stay in your car? Did you have family here? You leave the following day? Did you go to some garage sales, community yard sales? I wish I knew you were here before because I would have been like, let's hook up.
He froze up. I know he told me he stayed at an Airbnb.
Airbnb. I've never done an Airbnb. Have you?
No.
Did it freeze?
Yeah, it was too much questions. I think it for the internet.
Okay. Well,
so how was your weekend with all that happened? What did you enjoy about it?
What did I enjoy about it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I just I enjoyed the you talking about the Trash to Cash podcast or just the
like how was your Airbnb? How was your stay?
Oh,
did you
my
have
stay.
A rental car? Like, did you get around town?
So I did a Airbnb up North Vegas,
all right.
And I was like, all right, stay away from the strip because I know staying around there is kind of sketchy from what I heard. So, but yeah, it reminded me here in Arizona, and got Turo for the first time, so got to experience that, and yeah, it was a blast. I'll definitely go back to that swap meet. I really don't go to swap meets or flea markets, but that's really enticing going there.
I was watching. Sorry.
There's a indoor swap meet here too. I've been to it a couple of times. I didn't find too much stuff, but there's a guy that does decals, at least before the pandemic, that does really good deals off of decals, and I'm going to see if he's still there once I get a chance to go back. It's pretty much like 100 decals, kind of like 3x6 for $100. So it's like $1 per decal. And that's actually really good because the way decals and the material works and the process and weeding, which is like clearing everything out of the image to be your logo or design. It's a process, and that $100 could go a long way. And it'd also be good for some goodies, some giveaways.
So Phoenix Flipper Matt's asking where you're at in Arizona.
I'm in Paradise Valley, close to Scottsdale.
Yeah, so you're on the north side, right? That's north side.
Yeah, I used to live in Goodyear, and all my best flips were out here. So I got an office out here in Paradise Valley.
So, you got an office?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask because that does not look like a residential ceiling behind you.
Oh no, not at all. I got it before the inflation went up, so my rate stayed the same. So
nice,
it's a good spot. I'm right off the freeway.
Nice. Is that 17?
Or the 51.
51. All right.
The 51. Yeah.
How long of a drive was it for you to come to Vegas from where you're at?
4.5 hours.
Jeez, pretty good drive. Do you like driving? I like to drive.
Oh, I love to drive.
No, I don't like driving. Not at all, actually.
I drove to Texas. Is the worst.
I went from my furthest drive was from Fort Polk, Louisiana. Wait, was it Louisiana? No, Fort Hood to Chicago in December. Never again.
Oh man.
Never again.
Oh yeah? Well, guess what? I drove from Phoenix to Lynchburg, Virginia in a Penske 24-foot Penske truck, and here's the kicker.
No shocks.
It was governed to 65 miles per hour. And I couldn't go 65 because the way the governor worked is if I got to 65, it would shoot me back down to 50. And then,
so even if you're going downhill, it breaks you.
I had to go 63 miles per hour the entire way from Phoenix to Virginia.
You were that guy.
My arms were noodled by the time I got there. I was like, okay. Yeah, that's long. So it was a really long drive because of that. Like it's literally just putting the whole way. Put.
What made you do that?
We tried moving out there. It was a disaster. Sonia's family's from Virginia. That's actually around where Kevin Commonwealth is now. We tried moving out there. That's kind of that's when I wrecked a 4-wheeler, almost died, broke my shoulder really bad, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out so well.
All the red flags were there.
Kristen's driving to Arkansas. You're always on the road, Kristen.
Kristen is always on the go. She must have like an electric car. She has a hybrid. She has a hybrid vehicle.
Right? She's got it with what are those with rechargeable on the what's that called? What are they called?
Solar panel?
Solar panels on top. Yeah. Sometimes I just draw a blank, guys. If you watch another plugless shame, if you watch a shameless plug, if you
Point
watch,
proven.
yeah, exactly. If you man, this is quality. As Ken would say, this is quality YouTube right here.
Hey, Cinco de Mayo, it's okay.
Another plugless
Cinco-
shame, as I said.
Cinco de Cinco.
Another shameless
Cinco de
plug.
Cinco.
If you watch the Reseller Clickbait podcast, half the time I don't know what I'm talking about. It's worth watching for that alone. Jimmy will be like, I'll be like, what's that word again? Everybody's like, the word is the.
Ladies and gents out in the chat, I do got to ask because Jimmy brought up clickbait several times. How do you feel about clickbait? Thumbnails and titles. Jonathan, you answer it while we wait for some answers in the chat.
Oh, I love clickbait titles.
What are some clickbait titles that get you like, oh, I gotta watch this even though I know it's clickbait?
eBay. I'm done with eBay.
But then they're on the next day selling.
And then the next day I'm like, all right, cool. Like I just want to see.
Like, oh, thank God you're still here.
Why you were pissed off? Yeah,
I suck at
Please
titles.
drop the link.
So I'm not good at clickbait. I suck at titles and I suck at thumbnails. And somehow that's what I should be saying about me. SonnyLasVegas is the worst at titles and thumbnails, but that's actually the truth. And I was asking Kat, the nurse flipper, messaging back and forth every once in a while. When we talk, we just keep talking on the DMs. And I was asking her like, hey, what are some opinions of what I should do? And she was like, your last video, what's going on? With your title? Are you trying to get somebody to buy a printer? Or are you trying to? And I'm just like, yeah, I suck at titles. I suck at thumbnails. Yeah. So those are two things that I'm working on, and that's like the main things, right? Most of the people that watch them are the people that are following me, so they already get me. And I want to test these things, like as I say it right now. Like, what if I just have? I wonder if it's even possible to have no title, and just to have like a white thumbnail. Like, I wonder what that would do, you know? And people are gonna be like, "What is that? Am I gonna click on that?" You know? So just experiments. Sometimes it just pops in my head, and if it stays in there, I gotta try it out. What's up, Babe? Faith, Robin, Bunchin. Then,
I'm gonna be honest. The Reseller Clickbait podcast. That's what our thumbnails are all about. We're gonna make the most ridiculous thumbnail. We'll discuss that. It might not be that exact thing, but we're gonna discuss it. But like the last one is dumpster diving with a baby.
Did Sonia make that title if it's about y'all and you're the baby, or do you literally have a baby?
Jake Yakov Benz, him and his wife had a baby, and on the way home he saw a VCR combo in the trash, so he stopped real quick and got it on the way home from the hospital. So we talked about that, and then that was like, hey, perfect clickbait for the channel there.
Faith does not like them, to be honest. Like, I think in a way at this point, because it happens so often, like, you just got to go with it. You know, either you just watch the video or you're like, you can't be both. It's either you just go with it or you're like, nope, no clickbait. I'm not even going to give them my time. I'm trying to do anything for the views, folks.
It doesn't bother. Yeah. So when you're trying to grow your channel, they're kind of important. I'll actually give credit to Erin. And you guys remember Erin, Best Offer Queen?
Oh.
You remember her?
Yes, I do.
So she's here in Colorado, and
I got you, amigo. Stand by.
I was talking to her, and I was like, she's like, you need to be better at clickbait. And I was like, I am good at clickbait. I was like all defensive and then I went back and looked at my channel. I was like, man, I suck at clickbait.
You know,
so she told me to focus on.
Do y'all know anybody that doesn't need clickbait? And the reason why I'm asking, there's a particular person that's in the background right now, and I'm going to let him in.
All right.
And y'all did meet him this past weekend. Can you guess his name?
Is he under 5 foot?
No
6?
tips. No tips. No questions. Shoot out a name who you think he is.
Who I don't know.
A nickname.
You can say a nickname, whatever comes to mind. Ladies and
Part of the-
gentlemen, in the chat, who do y'all think's in the background right now, waiting to come in?
Man, I hope Sony just guessed Art. That's my guess too.
Part of the flea.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Sonya's good, Mikey. Yeah.
What's
Good
good,
guess,
Art?
Sonia.
Sorry to barge in here. Sorry.
No. I invited Art. He is a busy man. He is a family man. Hopefully, I'm blessed to have that opportunity one day for many, many years. And actually, Thursday, I've talked about my fertility situations with myself, not my wife. It's me. My stuff's broken. But getting some help. We're going in Thursday, and hopefully they give us some good news for like in vitro and stuff. So
Cool.
that's what I'm working on. And
Hold
if
on. I'm missing out, bro. Hold on.
okay.
Where's? Oh, I got it over here.
Oh, his hat
Oh.
is the hat.
And the black shirt.
Heyo.
Nah, he got the white shirt's cool. That's OG
The white
too.
shirt, yeah.
Sorry, my shirt might be dirty, bro. I was just outside barbecuing.
It's all right. I'm
Oh
colorblind.
man.
Your switch is in the bookshelf.
Okay.
Hey,
What's up?
Hi.
Sorry.
all good.
You sent me a bad clip one, bro.
Oh my! Did I? No.
Nah, I'm playing.
You better duct tape it.
Cool. There we go. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have with us now that popped in is going to be Art, the art of resell. Art, we were talking about whatnot earlier, just a little bit, and I saw a video of you on Instagram saying that you're going to have shirts on sale for $1 tomorrow, some NASCAR shirts or something.
Not tomorrow, but next Wednesday for sure.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing it tomorrow, but I felt like because I still have to go to work tomorrow morning, and I didn't want to rush home, all set and get ready. So I'll just wait, a couple more days.
Yeah. So you must have quite a bit of like racing apparel.
Yeah, like it was 25 shirts that I found, and they're all in good shape. There's some, there's some more in there that are just whatever, but there's some really good ones. There's a bunch in there with still with new tags, or like 3 of them still had tags on them, but it was cool.
They had some tags on them. All right. Were those ones I saw your video? Was those ones in the video that you got? You put that video out today, right?
Which my yard sale video, I put that yesterday, but the video I put on my Instagram was just like a little TikTok one that I put on there.
Gotcha. Man, you and those local flips, you scooped up those chairs and that couch for $15.
Yeah, I know, that was a given, man. I was telling my brother, I was like, man, if this lady wants like $50, I'll think about it. But when she said 10, I was like, oh shit, I can't.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Art, does your brother's a mechanic, right? Are you a mechanic as well?
Oh hell no, bro. No, I do. I work in a casino, man.
Hey, people carry a lot of skill sets, but your brother is, right? Your brother knows mechanical work?
Bro, he's really handy. He really helps me out. Like my truck's been
I have a
really
friend that just gave me like 6 black boxes. Those, they call them totes, with the yellow covers. He was like, yo, I got some stuff. I'm moving to a new place, which is funny because he has like 2 or 3, I think they're called not duplexes, but it's like 6plexes or something like that. Like he's has some property here, something Jonathan wants to get into, and this guy always inspires me. His name's Matt, and he was like, hey, I got these boxes, man. I just want to clear a house so you could come and have it, and has some really good stuff. There was some Oakleys in it that used was sold for like over 100. A little pocket Phillips projector that works, and he was like, I have a moped, and I was like, whoa. And I told Jimmy I need clearing out my garage, right? It's pretty packed. And I was like, let me get some space before my wife yells at me. I got to clear house myself. And I was like, man, I'll get it. But what about the title? He was like, it's a clear title. He was like, it hasn't run in a while, but it was working last time he had it. As we all say, it worked the last time we had it. So I was gonna Art, as you came in, I was like, oh, your brother may be able to tune it up, sell it, and I'll give him half of whatever it sells for.
Hey, yeah, I'll let him know, bro. I'll tell him that. I'll tell him to watch this for sure and tell him that. But yeah, man, that sounds like a good idea, actually. Yeah, I love tools, man. Like whenever I find tools out there, that's what I try to fill my toolboxes with.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like paying top dollar at like at Home Depot and stuff like that. So whenever I find something cheap at a yard sale or at the flea market, I always pick it up. Even if I don't use it, it's cool to have.
Hey, Art, did you do good at your regular job on Sunday? All the traveling?
He had like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Okay.
honestly, I feel like it was kind of like this is like the slow season for us in the casino business, you know, but it's cool.
Okay.
The moped mobster. Yeah, I love that. Matt talked about that video where you bought those scooters, man. That's still my favorite video. When you bought those scooters and you drove them home, that cracked me up.
I really wanted to keep the silver one and try to make a video about it, you know, make like a little vlog about it, but
like you said, you could just hit yard sales in those. You don't have to save. You can save on gas. Just put a little basket on the front.
Yeah, those things were pretty quick, man. I think it went up to like 25 miles an hour, so it was. I think it was badass to have for sure.
I'm not even lying. When I was watching, I was like, man, he's gonna drive these home. Watch, he's gonna drive them home. And then I was like, he's driving them home.
Yeah, it was cool. It worked out really well. Yeah, that video turned out really well, actually. So
Yeah,
I'm happy that happy you guys like that.
Jonathan, so
Yes, sir.
what did you end up finding at the Broad Acres?
Oh, the Broad Acres, those that motorcycle jacket. But I should have
That's right.
checked
At the end. Yeah.
I should have checked the back better. The padding inside the jacket was all the padding was deteriorated, and so I'll still get pretty good paying for that. And that bat's my biggest. The biggest score there was, I think I paid $18, and it should sell for $180.
And where did you get the backpack, or is that yours?
Oh no, the backpack I found it at the same spot that I got the jacket at. So it like worked out perfect. I was like, I need something to carry around here at the swap meet because I know I'm be picking up some more stuff. So might as well get the bag. Flip it for like make $20 profit. I'm cool with that.
What was it? It was a military bag, right? It was a field backpack.
Yeah, but if you get the Alice, it's called Alice pack, a backpack.
Yeah.
It was the bag, but if you get the frame with it, it's a $130 bag with the frame.
I should have stole a lot of stuff when I was in the military.
Oh yeah, military stuff is, man, I dream about that stuff.
Yeah, I was hoping, not that I wanted Art to call off, but I was hoping when we came and said, hey, we're gonna go to Broad Acres, that Art would be the one showing people around to introduce him to the people that he knows. Like I honestly feel that would have been the best way to have that done. I was like, the whole time I was like, man, I wish Art was doing this, because there was we walked around so much with GoPros, you know. Nobody told us anything, but there was people just, hey, you do YouTube too? Like, we'll give it away, you know, like.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for thinking I'm a YouTuber.
Every time I go there now, every time I go there now, everybody's like, hey man, you're bringing more business over here, and everybody wants to record the swap meet now, which is cool. You know what I mean? I have no problems about it, but it's cool. You know, I'm happy that the vendors actually like it out there. You know, just promotes business for everybody. That's you know, that was one of my goals from the beginning. You know, and
I got a question for you, Art.
What's up?
In the video that you just put out, you bought those Wii U games at that sale, and you and the late I don't understand Spanish. You guys said something in Spanish. You guys were rolling laughing. Can you tell us what you guys were talking about?
Yeah, I thought about putting subtitles, but then I don't know. I just kind of felt like, you know, the Spanish, you know, my Spanish speakers will get it. You know what I mean? Like they would understand what the joke was. But my brother pointed out like those little bead mathematic things. Yeah. You know, and my brother didn't know what it was, so he asked the ladies like, "Hey, is this, you know, for math?" And the lady's like, "Yeah." So then my brother, being, you know, goofy, he's like, "Oh, I need this for work." I was like, "Yeah, take that, bro, because you don't know what 2 + 2 is." And that's what the joke was, and the lady really liked it. And and that's what it was.
That's why you're a mechanic. No, just playing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you're a mechanic, bro.
No, that's cool.
The Dumb and Dumber scene on moped. That's a great scene too, by the way.
Just go, man. An abacus, yeah. That's why when he saw that truck in the garage, he was like was moving at that one set. He was like moving stuff out of the way to look at that lowrider truck in the garage.
Oh yeah, the guy was working on his truck. Yeah, he had a couple trucks. That was pretty badass.
That's why he was like, "Watch out, Art! I'm trying to look at this truck."
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was trying to get us to surprise Jimmy on Saturday with, was it Saturday? I think Saturday art. But then other things fell through, and we're like, okay, maybe some other time. But I was trying to surprise Jimmy to meet Art because he talks highly of him behind the scenes and on the scenes.
Jimmy,
I mean, I
appreciate
just
that.
respect what
I get a
you're
lot
doing.
of people that leave me comments about you, buddy. Tell me
Oh,
that,
yeah?
that you sent them and stuff like that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I enjoy your videos. I told you that your videos are good, man. Like when
Thank
you're exercising before going to the art sales. Like,
I almost
it's funny, man.
I almost didn't put none of that in there, so I'm happy that people like it.
Yeah. Do you have a YouTube channel, Hustle Man? They're asking, or you just on like Instagram, right?
Oh, just Instagram. Yeah.
Is it
I was thinking
Hustle
about
Man
doing-
on Instagram?
Yeah, hustleman_25.
All right.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a TikTok. I don't know if you guys do that.
Yeah.
Is that pretty legit? Like,
So I
compared to
see
YouTube?
reselling, and maybe the guys have a different reason why they do TikTok. First, it's entertaining, but I see social media like these social media sites like TikTok is free advertisement. So if you're trying to grow and it's free, you have a smartphone, just be smart about what you have. And it only takes a few seconds. Although I could end up on a toilet, one leg falls asleep, and then I say my left leg is still alive, and then I'm like, wait, both of them fell asleep. I'm gonna sit here until they both wake up. So I'm on the toilet for like an hour.
Just
That's
go all
that's
the way
kind of
around.
It's
Let
like
the circulation completely cut
it'll
off
come
and then
back
come
eventually.
back.
Yeah, I got like ghost legs. Like I can't feel my legs.
That's one thing I wish I could do. I wish I could get better at TikTok.
Are you on TikTok? I don't know if I've seen you on.
No, not really. The only time
He's
I
on
do
TikTok.
one is I post one a week, but it's terrible.
I'll have to go check that out. I don't know. So I'll say this is my story of why I started TikTok. Because Cary American Arbitrage,
Cool guy.
I used to actually talk to him quite a bit back when me and him were both this really low, just starting into YouTube. And he literally said to me one day, he's like, "Man, I'm going over to TikTok. You should come over there and go to TikTok too." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna stick with YouTube." And we see how that worked for him. And now he's got 800,000 followers on TikTok. So I was like, man, seeing what he did on TikTok inspired me. He's like, I should have followed him when he said to go, and I didn't. So now I'm gonna go over there and do TikTok.
Damn it! I could be following you.
And then
Popular by association.
I think the worst thing that happened though is I figured out Instagram stories. So now I'm on there all the time, boring people with my Instagram stories.
They get views though. They get views compared to what posts do to likes.
I was like, oh, this is how this works. So I was like, oh, what the heck? We'll do this.
It's really cool. Like I wish I would have been more serious back then.
But you make really good videos, Art. Like even on your Instagram, like the little stuff that you do, like there's definitely some work that goes into it. You could say that it's easy or it's nothing, but I see it and I'm like, man, that's really good. That kind of stuff.
They are easy to make, but I try to get creative with it. You know what I mean? Like I watch other reels and I try to I'll take this from that person. You know what I mean? I try to use my TikTok or the reels is like to promote my whatnot. You know what I mean? So that's what I make my videos.
It's just, I've praised you a lot, and like one of the things that you're really good at, that it's hard to look at the camera, right? Like when you're first starting, like for whatever you're really good at, like you'll be doing something and you're just looking at the camera the whole time. Like you'll be flipping through hats and you're just talking while you're flipping. Like that's noticeable. Like that's really good how you do that.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Sometimes like I'll catch like myself, like, like with the wandering eye when you're looking this way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that lazy eye or
excuse me?
Is that like the lazy eye or like an actual like wandering eye?
No, I don't have a lazy eye. Sometimes I do. I think like one of these kind of look lazy for some reason. But no, that's one of the reasons why I wear glasses in my videos sometimes. Because like I want to look at the camera. I want to look like I'm looking at you guys, but I'm looking like at the selfie screen, you know what I mean? So
yeah. It's honestly like as a YouTuber or someone that's made it's one of the hardest things to make sure you're doing is looking at, you catch yourself like doing this and like you said, it's not as easy as it looks.
And what they're saying too
is
not that there's folks in the chat, they're not saying look at like yourself in the screen. You got to look at the actual lens camera recording you. And that's one thing that the niche lady Danny, when I got to meet her for the first time with Mikey, She gives Mikey a lot of pointers as well as myself in person, and saying like, "Hey, request some stuff," and I'm like, "I'll try that out in stride." Try to do little by little and not do too much. And she's a great mentor. And she told Mikey, you need to stop looking away from the camera and look at the actual camera. It's very powerful when you look at the lens of the camera. So it just comes off better too. I see myself recording, but sometimes I get so comfortable in the camera that things come out really flowy and smooth that if I try to do it again, it's not genuine. It comes off different. Yeah. So I just share what I have, but I'm getting better. And there's a lot of little things.
Doorbell?
Oh,
pizza.
Uh-oh.
No, nobody should be here.
Uh-oh. It's still early there, man. It's only 7:30.
I don't know what I do with the, like. I think because I feel like I've practiced so much of just looking at the camera. I kind of gotten used to it. My brother helps me out with holding the camera all the time. So he puts me on track. If I look stupid on the camera, he'll tell me. Or if I said something and it sounds retarded, he'll let me know. But sorry, but he would tell me all that stuff.
That's
so
good.
I'm kind of used to it, I guess.
Trying to sell me solar panels. I recognize the guy on the left.
Like I said, there's some bigger channels that I watch that they still have trouble with looking at the camera. So like that stuff sticks out to me, because I probably overanalyze everything that I watch on YouTube and stuff. But
that's cool, man. Believe me, I do the same thing. Believe me, I watch at night when I get my time alone. I may be able to watch other YouTubers. I see what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean? So I try to pick off from everybody and try to words put it together.
Oh, am I freezing?
So remember that, Jonathan, when you get into TikTok and look at the camera, man. It's especially on a phone, like Sonny's saying, the phone. You tend to look at yourself, like me. I'm so good looking. I'm just like, hey, you tend to look at yourself on the phone instead of looking at the camera. So it's important.
Most definitely.
Krillin, what's the good word? Sancho. The good word is gonna be it's El Cinco El Drinko today. So if you got one, pinkies up, folks.
I left mine upstairs. Dang it.
I'm drinking Buffalo Trace.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Buffalo.
Nice.
I freaking love the Buffalo game slots.
Buffalo. You can tell he lives in Vegas. Buffalo.
Yeah. I don't play slots at all. Buffalo.
I thought it was interesting how a lot of Art said he doesn't, and you said you guys don't spend a lot of time on the strip down there downtown.
No,
except
I work there, so that's why I don't.
Arts, I ain't stupid.
Yeah, I'd rather waste my money at a yard sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'd rather gamble $20 on something I don't know. During football season, I'm somebody else, though. I'm not going to be a hypocrite about that.
Yeah.
During football season, I go put some money on some teams.
Nice. Yeah, I could. That would be awesome. The sport.
You have no sports bets over there, right?
No, we just started. We just started this last year. So you go we have a casino town up in the mountains called Blackhawk. And all the casinos just made a what do they call those rooms? The with the big screen TVs. Sportsbooks, yeah. So now up there is crazy.
Hey Jimmy, who's gonna who's gonna take it this year in the NBA?
In the NBA, the
playoffs.
Suns, no question.
All right.
Hold on, give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't really have a team. I like sports. I like games. I think more than anything, I like MMA stuff.
Never really totally got into that.
MMA? I like MMA.
Yeah. I just never, probably because I'd get my butt kicked if I tried to find. I would last about 5 seconds in that ring.
I like MMA fights, but they're so expensive, bro. Spending $50-$60 sometimes. I'm just like, damn.
So I've been watching all of the main fights and boxing and pay-per-view type stuff on TikTok. So I'll just go. Yeah, I'll just go, and usually people know to turn their phone sideways so it's longer horizontal. And when they get
somebody's
off,
live, right?
I just go into search and they come right up and they're all taking turns. So that's how I've been watching all the pay-per-views.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do that then. Because like people send me links, but like I don't want that to mess with my computers and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, stay away from links, folks. I don't even touch messages on my Facebook Messenger from family and friends. Like I don't.
Yeah, me neither, bro. I barely post on that.
So since it's pretty obvious that I've never stepped foot in the octagon, have any of you three tried any of that kind of stuff? Stepping in the octagon, break the wrist and walk away. Break the wrist and walk.
Only in the military we would like compete against each other and do combatives. And when I got out in Hawaii, when I was going, one of my friends is really good at it. And it's one of those things when you learn like jujitsu and all types of mixed martial arts. It's not about sizes, mostly like how to get out of stuff, like defense. Like for example, there was this Korean guy, really buff. He was probably like 6'5". My friend is probably my height, 5'8". And when he grabbed him by the collar, he just immediately with this gi, he hit his elbows and they broke. So now all his weight's falling forward, and he just put his head down, and he ended up grabbing his hand somehow, and he just slid his knee up and just pushed off. And I was just like, whoa, you made that look so easily. So I tried to hold on to him with all my might, and he slipped his knee up, was showing me how to do it, and in between just pushes away. And it's so easy to break that form. And I was just like, whoa, this is a game changer. It's pretty interesting, this MMA stuff. It's not about strength necessarily.
Art said no. How about you, Jonathan?
No, I never tried it. Just did wrestling in high school. That's what I did.
Okay.
And then next to my office, and my next door neighbor is he teaches ninja classes. So he invited me over to. I might take him up on the offer to learn some ninja. Yeah.
Oh,
Ninja stuff.
Yeah.
dang, man.
He has a YouTube channel. I was like, man, I was impressed. This guy's pretty old too.
Someone that
I like the background. That's FleetCon, right?
Yeah, yep. Look, when we first logged in, it looked like he was in Sonny's house.
I'm sorry if I forget.
Charlie.
Was it Charles's name, right?
Charlie,
right? Okay, yeah.
What's up, Cameron?
Yeah,
he's a cool dude. I invited him to come on, but he's probably working.
I didn't get to talk to him very much.
No. Cool dude. I talked to him more like when we walked out, like we kind of hung out outside of that Bahama Breeze, which is a nice place. I've seen it a lot of times, and I was telling Jimmy, I thought that was like an ice cream place, like I because there's a Bahama Ramas or something here, and I was getting them confused, and I was like, I don't want to go get ice cream, And when we walked inside, I was like, oh, this is nice. They have some really good drinks too, which I'll bring up
somewhere else.
What's that?
I thought the Bahama Breeze was like closer to the old Hard Rock Casino.
There might be two of them
out there, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I'm at the wrong place."
Yeah, there might be two of them. It was like so Sonia, the cool kids, her and I, everybody ended up coming to sit next to us because we wanted the signatures.
Listen to this, Art, because he's saying me and you aren't the cool kids.
Yeah, so Art and Jimmy were too cool for everybody, so they sat on opposite side, right?
No, you guys
Sonia, like,
I didn't want to go over there and then like be a bug to everybody.
We weren't enough for Art to walk 10 yards.
No, that wasn't it, bro.
Be right back, guys.
The reason is apparently I showed up really late, and then everybody was already sitting down. So when I said, I'm sorry, can you hear the kid? He's over here opening his Oreos. So when I showed up, you see him, right? Look, you see him? Oh, look, hold on.
Man down.
So when Art comes back, I'll finish with my story. So me and Sonia are there, minding our own business, and then people started coming up to us saying, well, like, you signed my man boob, and I was like, sure, I will, left hand or right hand, because there's a price difference. So everybody ended up coming to us, and Sonia was like, they asked her if she wanted another drink, and she was like, no, I'm good, I'm feeling a little tipsy. And they asked, well, what about this guy? And Jimmy was sitting with us, but then he left, right? Because we weren't the cool kids to him. So when I looked over, I saw Jimmy's glass and it was gone. And I was like, whoa, I'm a lightweight. Like, I'm halfway and he's finished with his drink. And right there and then I started thinking, like, I'm not tipsy. And as I said tipsy, I was like, whoa, like, what just happened? Like, it hit me hard. And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, those drinks, like, they were creepers.
Those were good, man.
They were good.
Did you guys pregame before you guys went to the Bahama Breeze?
No, it was good. Those drinks are good. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy and Sonia bought me that drink.
That's
One
why I
was
only had
enough.
2 drinks.
There's FleaCon right now. What's up?
Is he right there? Sorry,
Did
I
he come
can't
in?
do nothing. Are you guys able to see the comments? Also, man, you able to see?
Yeah, but I think it's lagging for me. You must be in a good area. Cox Cable, everybody.
I just see a
I'm
full
right on the
screen
city
of us,
limit.
and I don't see nothing.
Yeah. I'm right on the city limits of Vegas, northwest. So I'm trying to get better internet, but they keep telling me like, "Oh, that's the best you could get." It's pretty sad. And then Art froze. He'll probably pop back in a second. Oh, there he goes. He's in.
Cool.
You had your hand up. It like froze. I thought you were gonna get
Froze
muscle
like
failure
this.
for a while.
What's up?
All right,
Oh, cool.
Are we
Cameron
on?
said. Cameron went over and watched. Yeah. So yeah. We're doing our pod. We did our podcast. We're doing a new podcast. Me and Ken SSK promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy's frozen, right? Okay, no, never mind. I see it now. Okay.
Everybody's taking turns.
Everybody just sit still.
Nah, but this weekend was busy, folks. I got a video coming out. Art says he has a Whatnot Wednesday, I believe. Right? Wednesday?
Yes, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Jimmy, do you have a Whatnot popping up?
I'm on Whatnot, but I'm going to do a plus one. I've been threatening to do a plus one for a while now. My inventory got low for Whatnot. Like I did like 10 sales, and I was like, man. And then it's Colorado, so there's no yard sales.
How about everything that's behind you? Put that on Whatnot.
Yeah, right.
Start at $1.
Starting at $1. It's a good idea. I know Art will be there. He'll be like $1.
I'll buy it.
I've been snagging up some stuff for cheap, but I'm not gonna say buy up because we pay for what we can afford, right? And I've been getting some good stuff that is, if it's not for flipping, it's for the collection. I ended up getting something from Drew, a Reebok's vintage jacket, like a windbreaker. Yeah. And I like blue. It's being color deficient. Blue's one of the colors that stands out to me more than anything. What's up, Carla?
Yeah, I had forgotten that, Sonny was, colorblind, and we were talking about something, and he's like, man, I don't know. It's like, oh man, I forgot.
Yeah, let's get to the story. So we're driving around, and for those here in Vegas know of AM PM, right? This store. Man. And I've gone to it twice, and I was like, I don't like paying these extra fees. Like, just charge me for it and don't tell me, and I'll pay for it. But it's different when I know about it, right?
They charge you for these are the gas pumps, like an extra 30 cents if you use card.
Even just the debit card inside when you're buying stuff.
So, really? No shit. I didn't know that.
So I'm like, dude, I haven't been, because I used to live in Arizona and they have AM PMs there, but they don't have them in Colorado. So I'm like, I haven't been to an AM PM in like 15 years. So I was like, can we go in there and check, just to go through, remember what it was like? Bought a couple sodas or whatever. And we go to check out, and I run my debit card, and it's like, something chain, debit card fee, and I'm like, there's a debit card fee?
Stupid.
And she looks at me, and then this is where Sonny does the great impression.
So it might be loud because of the speaker, but she was like, "This is Arco," and I'm like, "What is that supposed to mean?" But
and
then
I was like, "We don't have that in Colorado."
She pauses and she just like her little witchy finger like bends, and she's like, "Hey!"
She laughed at me.
Look, I had that same experience,
and she does that for like 2-3 minutes, and I'm just like, man, she is laughing hardcore at Jimmy, and Jimmy's just there like
laughed at me, man.
Like, how dare
you've had that happen to you, Art?
Yeah, no, like okay, so like recently we had that foodie fest like a couple of weeks ago. We had that foodie fest, and what I don't like about what I don't like about food trucks is when they charge you that extra $1 for using card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit pisses me off.
Do they laugh at you though?
I'm like, hey, you know it's gonna be an extra $1. We use debit. That pisses me off. Why? Maybe maybe there's a part that I don't understand, but I think that for some reason to me that comes off as bad business when you charge somebody an extra $1 for just using card. You know what I mean? Like not like how many people out there really do carry cash if you're not if you don't work for tips, or like if you're like sellers like us where you need cash on you all the time, But I think that's kind of annoying. I think it's like a scam type thing.
Yeah.
One thing that brings up my wife yesterday, we went to Bonchon. It's really good. I don't know if it's Korean or what it is, but they make some really good wings, right? I like their wings. I don't really like meat or protein that's sweet, but I'll eat their chicken wings all day, every day long. And when we finish, they give you the thing saying, what I've noticed here in Vegas, the tips are like no longer 10% or 15%. It's starting at 18%, the places we've been going to. And I'm like, you already get paid by the hour, and then you're getting this automatic. You could, and some of them don't have a custom tip to where if all you could afford is $2, like it's automatic now. Like you got to choose one.
Yeah, I see that all the time. Man. I work for tips. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So I'm a little, what's the word?
Bias.
No, I could be hypocrite because like you see, I work for tips. You know what I mean? But like when I go to a restaurant, I like tipping well as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when I go to a bar or if I go to the restaurant, I think I'm a pretty good tipper,
To me, it's all
I just don't like the extra stupid fees. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I do. I don't either. And then she laughed at me. I was like, "What are you talking about? A debit fee? Like what?" And she's like,
"This is Arco.
This is Arco." She's about it too.
Like this is my hood type thing. And Jimmy just like. His chin went back, like what's going on here? And she started busting out laughing, and I was like, Sonia was like, Jimmy, tell me you were recording. He's like, no, I turned it off because I was putting my PIN number, and she said what I was thinking, like you could have just cut that out,
Yeah, but I mean, I was just thinking to myself, I'm about to get out my card and put in a PIN number, so I better turn off the GoPro. Like that's just kind of natural thing I do. Man, I missed it because it would have been like Sonny's not exaggerating. Her laugh was like that loud, that obnoxious, and I'm just like, she's laughing at me. Like she's straight up laughing at me.
It was. I'll never forget it. It was fun.
I agree with Art though, but like with me, for tipping with me, it's like if the service is good, I'm gonna tip good. Like I do feel like you do have to earn that, right? Like you can't just give bad service and expect a good tip.
Oh,
most places give good service anyway. So,
but how I see it, have any of you ever worked in a fast food place, even in the chats? Have you worked in the kitchen? Have you cooked?
I worked at Subway.
Have y'all worked in fast food or service like that?
I worked at In-N-Out for 10 years.
Damn. You and Cary might have a lot in common.
Oh, Cary, yeah.
Cool.
I don't know how long Cary lasted.
I think he was there a while.
So, all right.
The reason why I'm asking this question is because I used to work in the kitchen in two places. Both were pizza places. One in Texas, one in Korea. Not Korea. One in Hawaii. And when I worked in the kitchen, right, I would see these waiters and waitresses come up, and they were making bank, like hundreds of dollars for you not. And they'll come back there and they start counting their money. And of course, after a while, you're like, good for you. And then in time, you're like, I'm the one making this stuff fast, So ever since then, and when I was able to afford to go outside of drive-thrus, I would go to, say, restaurants. And I do this till this day. When something's really good, I'm like, hey, here's a tip for you, or your waiter, waitress, because it's a team effort. And I say, hey, who cooked this? Can I talk to them? And usually they get a little scared, like, hey, man, like, what's going on? Are you going to this guy's going to yell at me? And I'm like, thank you for the food. You hope to get it out fast, and it was amazing. It's not just a waiter or waitress because you prepped it, you cooked it. So that's how I roll. And they kind of like, oh man, thank you. And it's just that gratitude that goes a long way for somebody. It's not just the waiter or waitresses.
Right,
it's also
like for instance, if someone were to say, hey, will you put this hat on a conveyor belt and send it down the conveyor belt at the restaurant?
Did y'all see that?
Deserves a good tip.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all see that clip?
This guy right here.
How far did that go? Did it go like far your hat, bro?
What's that?
Did your hat go really far, like on that belt thing?
It was like a straight shot.
Stretch. But this guy asked. I was like, no, don't worry. You don't have to. No. He's like, no, I'm asking.
Well, what is that conveyor? Like
it's that was from Master Kim's
it's a Korean
barbecue.
Yeah.
That place, I love that place.
Like, so if you want your food, it just comes down that tray. Like, dude,
man,
light turns green. Like,
I seen a TikTok where a girl put her phone on there. She recorded like the whole trip of the belt,
that'd
That'd be cool.
and they kicked her out. They kicked her out. They
I didn't do it. I asked.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. But like they kicked this girl out and they had to close the restaurant because they had to sanitize that whole belt. So when I saw your video, I was like, damn, like I wonder if you got in trouble or not for doing that.
You know who I was like, don't worry, I'll put a couple napkins down below it.
You know who
Sonny's
I am?
like, oh yeah.
I got 1,000 subs, folks. I'm big time.
He's like, I'll sign an autograph if you'll do that for me.
Yeah. I'll sign the receipt, which you got to anyways because I was using my credit card. No, but I was like, I was sitting there eating, and this place is amazing. I love Master Kim's Korean barbecue, and I was. Let's take this back a little bit about this food thing, right? So we're on the way home, and I was like, man, my wife's probably gonna be hungry. Me and Jimmy, we've been deciding a lot of stuff, and we're gonna let the women pick what they want, right? Like, I made it clear in the truck as we were headed to my house.
Yeah,
I was like, Jimmy, Sonia, and Carla are gonna decide where we're gonna eat.
He literally gave me a speech.
I was like, we have nothing to do with it. So we go inside the house, and Carla's like, oh, how about, I don't know, this place, and what about Master Kim's? I was like, we are going to Master Kim's. I know I told y'all that y'all get to pick, but I'm telling you, we're going to Master Kim's.
You women decided that we're going to Korean.
Where is that? Where's that Master Kim's at?
I go to the one on South Durango, but there's another one over there, I think, near the airport.
Oh, okay. I'm telling you right now, Art, that
I like
amazing, it. Amazing, man. It was so good. Like it was so good. Go there.
Hey, what's up, Sal? Heavy welcome. Sal, mi amigo. Yeah, but I was sitting there, right? And I was looking at conveyor, and I was like, you know what would be cool? And Jimmy's like, what? And I was like, if we had a video of your hat coming in and you get to share it. And he was like, that would be cool. And he's like, but don't do it. And I was just like,
no.
I'm not going to do it. And it's like, don't do it. It's like, I'm not going to do it. You know, I did it. So it come out. I was like, hey, man, I got a question for you. And Jimmy's like, don't do it. And I was like,
no.
Would you mind, like, for video's sake, like for him, like, for, you know, have a cool video? And he was just like, I would be happy to do that. And I was just like, dope. You know, just those little things like to have. And
yeah. So that guy got a good tip that day.
Yeah.
And the Korean barbecue is where they get the raw meat. And then
you do have to cook for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those life packs.
Have you heard of that one?
Which one?
B1. Is it? I think that's what it's called. The one on Sahara.
I think I've tried that one a while back, but I haven't been there.
It's like in front of a Chick-fil-A next to Palace Station.
Yeah. There's a Chick-fil-A here in Centennial now. A new one.
Oh, what? Where?
Yeah, it's over there by Sam's. Like literally to the right of Sam's if you're facing it. Walmart,
okay.
Sam's.
Like there's like a Starbucks there, right? Or something like that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
it's right there.
Far from there, but yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I think it's like a month. I think it's been open a month now.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The beef belly, it's like beef bacon. Man. Yeah. That was too good.
Yeah, that beef belly is addicting. It really is like a beef bacon type thing. My mouth's watering. I need to
like I think they brought us like 8 plates of that stuff. Like we were like, just keep that beef bacon going.
No, but Jimmy and Sonia and my wife, they were like, I can't eat no more. And I was like, weak. You're all weak. It's all you can eat.
Dude, that was the perfect end of that trip, though. Going to dinner with you guys on the last night. Like that made, on a great trip. And like the perfect.
You can't say that. Oh, he's asleep. Tip is asleep. He's a Maltese.
Dude, their dog is so cool. Like he sits up like this, like straight up. I can't even you can't even do an impression of it. Like he doesn't sit like a normal dog. He like sits up and his paws are up here. Sonya has a picture of it. It's great.
Hey Charlie, no, we don't. The guy over here with the cool beard, full beard, which I don't have. The one with the hat. Jonathan, he's out in there from Arizona. And then Jimmy, Denver, right?
Yep, Denver.
Yeah, and then Art is out here in Vegas.
Hey Jimmy, is that all Transformers behind you, or what is that? So I was trying to look up.
No, these are like This is my older vintage Transformer stuff that I've
you,
literally
Sonny.
just found at yard sales and stuff. But this is all modern Masters of the Universe stuff. And then there's modern Transformers over here.
Cool.
So
Star Wars too.
I'll-
Which one's your favorite Star Wars movie, bro?
What's that?
Which one's your favorite Star Wars movie? I
It's
see.
some-
Was that
it's weird.
Boss and Kylo Ren right there, right?
Yeah, this is one of those giant bosses. Those he's like what are they called? Like gentle giant. Like he's a 12-inch boss. I would
Okay.
get him, but I'll make everything fall if I do.
Do it.
There's a video. Like I have a video where I bought a. It's somewhere in here. It's what was it? Yeah, Ben Kenobi. It's still in the package. Yeah, somewhere around here. There's a Ben Kenobi still in the package from the 70s.
Oh
And
wow!
I think I paid like $20 for it.
You have that on video? I want one. All right.
Yeah, it's in one of my videos.
I gotta go back and check that out.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
gotta
know
go
about
watch all of them
vintage
until you find it.
I struggle finding vintage stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if it's real, but the guy said it was real. He said it's the real deal. It's not a repop. I was like, okay,
You got that?
cool.
You got that at the flea?
No, at a yard sale. Like
yard
I
sale?
literally then I bought a special package for it in case it was real. So I just have it there. So
Yeah, heck yeah. I was gonna say, but my favorite movie is Rogue One now.
Oh yeah, bro. Rogue One is my
Love
favorite.
Rogue One. That's like I could watch that movie 100 times. I love that.
Yeah, no shit. That is a good movie, bro. That one in episode 3. Sorry, sounding like nerds over here talking about Star Wars.
No, I don't. Yeah,
I
I, mean,
love
I can
Star
talk
Wars.
about.
I'll be honest. I don't know any titles of them. I just Star Wars in general. Like I'll watch all of them.
Yeah, my favorite character is Anakin. I think
Okay.
it's just dope. Like I think the whole story is just dope. Him being a kid and coming later. For some reason, I thought it was just cool.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I grew up when those movies were first coming out, like the original ones. So like that's when I was a
Okay.
kid.
I'm
So I
still
grew
growing
up on that stuff. Yeah, I love it.
So I didn't start watching Star Wars until like 2016 or 17. I randomly got the day off, and
Yeah.
I remember I was sweeping and mopping. Like I was like sweeping the living room, and for some reason episode 3 was on, and then I was like
Nice.
sweeping, like, and then I see like the part where Anakin's fighting, and like right there I was like, holy shit, this is dope.
I've got the high ground.
Yeah, bro. Like I totally fell in love with Star Wars at that moment,
Yeah.
and that's when I started collecting Funko Pops and Legos.
Team
and all
Funkos.
that.
Yeah. I got this Kylo Ren right here. He was in a storage locker.
Get them.
See, he's like worth like $100-some. I'm not
My
selling
birthday's in
Oh.
October.
Which one? This big Kylo Ren right here. He was in a storage locker. I'm keeping that sucker. I don't even know. I don't remember which one he's
There's
from.
a bunch of Funko Pops, bro. They're Star Wars. They're worth a lot of money,
Really, I don't have one.
bro. Are you guys? Well, yeah. Sonny's into Funko Pops, but bro, Funko Pops. There's some money. in Funko Pops.
Sonny's got a good Funko collection. There's more back in behind there. I was there. I saw them.
Yeah, there's so much money. in Funko
Jimmy
Pops,
was gonna record in my office.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you can't
Yo.
even see this angle. You can't see half the Funko.
You can't. It's not. You can't see 90% of like the mess that's in here. Because when him and Sonia were coming over, my wife was like, "You got to clean up your stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll clean it up." But to me, cleaning is like the little kids when they put everything in a closet. Well, it doesn't fit in a closet, so I had to put it in my office, and then put stuff inside the garage. So
FleaCon, I agree.
I
Like,
pay mortgage. That's my excuse to her when we argue.
actually,
Hey,
just, oops, sorry.
Hey, Sonny, how big's your storage?
I don't have a big area, but if I was cleaner and more organized, it would be better and it'll help me just flow easier. That's one thing I'm gonna work on this month. Is fix up my garage, because if not, I need to get a storage unit.
I want to build a storage unit or a storage in my backyard.
Mine isn't big
Dude,
enough.
that'd
Like
be cool.
it is, but
I
it
don't know what's more
isn't.
important, building a storage or getting an AC unit. Huh?
Did somebody freeze?
Hello.
I think Art just froze.
Oh,
for a
Art
second.
froze. Dang it. I wanted to ask him. So right now, does he do most of it out of his garage? Then that's what it seems like.
Well, he ended up. Did you see the one where he put the light, like the new lights inside his garage?
This thing.
Art, are you back?
There's a problem with my internet.
You froze up a little bit, man, Art.
Is it my internet?
Okay.
Is it my internet? Sorry.
It might be mine. Just blame me.
Yeah, it's like on everybody's screen, we all look clear, like but you can't tell who's the one that's not clear.
Yeah, at least he froze cool. Yeah, I usually have like one eye open, one eye closed.
Yeah, he froze all cool. Everything he does is cool, man. He can't.
Yeah, there's not a bad angle
froze
or
like this,
freeze
he's
the
like-
art. You know, there's like they call people photogenic. I think
I've
art is
never been
like
called that,
social
so no, I
media
don't
genic.
talk
Like it doesn't matter
No,
what he
not
does.
even, bro. Believe me.
Like he could walk away from you mad and it still looks cool. Like
Sonny,
he looks cool walking away.
Sonny might not be photogenic, but his hair is.
No,
He just
my
he
stomach
takes his
gets in
hat
the
off
way.
and he goes,
I was thinking about cutting my hair yesterday. I was like, I can't do that. I gotta let it grow. Gotta see where this goes.
Art, do you do most of your eBay stuff out of the garage then?
Even art, even frozen art is swaggy. Oh, sorry, no. What was your question?
Do you do most of your eBay work out of the garage then and your whatnot stuff?
Yeah, so like all my whatnot is here in my office. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But all my when I take my pictures, I actually take that in the garage. I do all that in there. All my packings in my garage. All my work is in the garage. All my editing is in here. I do this here.
No,
But my whatnot. So,
Fleecon,
if I had a bad internet connection, I'd probably do it in my garage, honestly. But
gotcha.
What's the-
I actually ran a cable down to my basement because I couldn't. My internet was so bad down here. I ran a landline all the way down.
it says, "Are
What's-
you worried about key in the?" I'm sorry. What's that, bro?
Oh, what's the high in Vegas like? Does it get up like AZ
Oh, it
like
gets hot.
100, 118?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. It's hell down
Yeah.
there, dude.
It's
It's
hot.
like 115. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if I want to get an AC unit in my garage or build a storage. But the storage will be just like for storing things. I'm not gonna do nothing in there.
Both.
So, like, I just want to clean up my garage a little bit more. You know what I mean?
I gotta ask, so like in Vegas, is it like Phoenix where every storage room, every front porch has black widows on it? Is that how Vegas is too?
I don't really see much spiders or
think
even
so.
scorpions here.
Like in Phoenix, I swear every storage, every front porch has a black widow on it. Just about every single one of them.
A nice shiny one too.
Really?
I
No,
saw-
not here in Vegas. No, I don't think there's that many
Growing up
spiders.
there, I saw a million black widows. Like you see them all the time. You go to your,
No.
you go to your
I'll see
porch,
that
all
in
chilling on the porch, no big deal. All right, that's why I was curious about the shed because in Arizona you'd be dealing with that.
Nah, I just want to be storing things in there. To be honest, that's it. I get like the Christmas tree, Christmas lights, that shit that I have in the garage. Just want to get it out.
Gotcha.
That might be an idea. Because my wife buys a lot. She says I have a lot of stuff, which I do. But it's a lot of like, she has like 4 Christmas trees. Like, come on. There's only 2 of us. We only need one, It's like, I don't know what it is
Hey,
with my wife and Christmas trees.
That's a good sized house to decorate, man.
It's a good size house. I love my house.
Yeah, you got a nice house.
Cozy.
Got it. Speaking of decorating, you see those blow molds I found today at the thrift?
Mhm.
Bro, nice. Yeah, I saw that. That's badass.
I walked in and they were behind the counter. I was like trying to see the price. I saw the price. I was like, I like literally like it was bad. I yelled at the lady, I want to buy all those. I'm gonna buy them all. Like I wasn't even in line or nothing. And she's like, okay, well I gotta help this guy first. I was like, my bad.
All I saw was a grab bag.
Oh no, I found 5 blow molds today for $8 each, and they're worth like $75-100 each.
I can't even
You
count
found
that.
those Christmas ones too, right? Like in the box.
Yeah, I still got
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah, that's the one from Christmas Vacation right there. But
Yeah, that's
Jimmy
crazy,
finds
bro.
these blow modes, and then he finds like how to trade a dragon, like $100 toys all the time.
Yeah. What else is also a good flip? Like decorative are the inflatables.
yeah.
Inflatables
my
are good money too, bro.
My friend Len 5280, he found like a pink pig or something like that. It was like an inflatable pink pig. Like I don't even know why anybody wants that, and it's sold like that for like $80 or something crazy like that.
Because pigs fly.
Damn.
When pigs fly. It's not funny.
This past winter, there's a guy. There's a like beginning of December, like first week. There's a guy. He took out a bunch of Christmas inflatables, and he wanted $20 a pop. But for some reason, he only had like 6 of them. And I bought them all. I was like, "Hey man, if you come back with more, I'll buy them all." He's like, "Yeah, man, I have a whole storage." He shows me a picture of his whole storage unit. stacks. I was like, yeah, man, I'll buy them. But I never saw them again.
There he is right there. See, he said $100 plus shipping for that. Also, like the stuff from Spirit, like the animatronic stuff from Spirit. Like if you find Scream from Spirit, ooh, the ghost face, that's a really good.
Spirit is that company that sets up year round, right? That sells that stuff.
There's a
That's
lot
pretty
of
interesting with that guy that made that company.
Yeah. I'll have to go look into that.
There's a documentary of that.
There is kind of like a short one, but he started out because he was saying, man, I need to make money and I have these businesses and they're seasonal. And he was like, well, nobody's really doing Halloween stuff. And he was like, let me give it a try. So he did, and he saw that he made like 10 times or so a crazy amount of times more than what he did with other things in just that 1 or 2 months alone.
Yeah,
he was like, wait, there's something in this. And then he ended up just franchising.
Is it my internet, bro?
It might be mine. Might be yours.
I'm sure it's mine, bro. If it happens again, bro, just close my box.
No.
Well, I mean, again, you were like this.
Yeah.
Literally, you were like this.
Yeah, still looking fresh. We're over here like 1080p and you're like 4K with the fuzzy. Like, it's still good.
No, but that animatronic stuff I saw there, I missed one at a yard sale, and I was watching my video, and I was like, I'm gonna look that. It was like this lady that sat up, and she was all ghostly looking, and I looked up, and it was like a $300 animatronic that I passed on because I didn't know at the time. Art froze again.
I ended up.
I wasn't sure if it was me this time.
I didn't. What was it? So I ended up seeing something. Talking about passing up stuff. I saw a bow and it looked like a funny color. And I was like, you know what? I'll come back to it because nobody's really here at this yard sale, garage sale. And then Jimmy comes right behind me and he's just like, hey, that looks like it might be uranium glass. Yep. So it was only $2, which I should have got it anyways. What I ended up with it. But it was like, he was like, Sonny, you see that? And I was like, yeah, it looks kind of funny. Like it might be, like I've never come across it.
Me either.
I've never come across it. So I ended up putting new batteries.
What?
There's 2 arts.
There's 2 arts. No, there is.
Sorry. I thought I was trying to fix it, but I ruined it. Can you fix it, Sonny?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So he ended up getting it, and I put in new batteries inside my black light. And I go in the garage, and I wait for the light to come off. It does that, and I do it, and it's freaking like uranium glass. And I'm like, holy shit. But Jimmy was asleep. I was gonna go jump in the bed with cuddle with him and wake him up, but I was like, "That's not my flashlight. It's the black light," But he ended up checking it out, and I was
like, for $2, I gotta find out. Like, I gotta find out. So I bought it for $2 to find out if it was uranium glass. And I was like, Sonny, I'm leaving this with you either way. I'm just buying it to find out.
Yeah, I looked it up, and it should go for around $40.
Nice, man. Heck yeah.
So that's
it had like that cross weave pattern to it. It was cool.
How rare is that?
Like a diamond.
To run into one of those.
What's that?
Oh, how rare is it to run into one of those uranium glasses?
I haven't been to that much garage sales and yard sales, but I've always tried to find some stuff, but I always forget to carry my black light. Yeah, so I probably overlooked them because they're not this particular. Like it's like a weird light green color. This one in person, like a faded glass green, dim. Like if you look at it, you're like, oh, it's probably crappy glass, but there was a particular look, and I was like, it probably is. What's up, Glenn?
I've actually that was my first time ever. Like I've seen somewhere else, but I don't have a blacklight. So
what's up, Jonathan?
Most glass sellers carry that blacklight with them in case they come across it.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not a good reseller.
You carry blacklight, Jonathan? Oh, he's saying hi.
Yeah, Jonathan. Jonathan in the house.
My internet sucks.
Oh,
Cox cable.
Why does my internet suck so bad?
If it's uranium glass, Betty, it'll light up and it'll glow
like a Christmas light.
Yeah, the green it'll turn neon basically. And it'll glow.
I wonder. Let me see if I could put a photo in here and I'll pop it up in a second.
It'll glow like a scorpion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So Sonny's like, come check this out. So me, him, and Sonny went out to the garage. He turned off the light and he shined the light on it. It was all glowing. I was like, I was just happy that it was the first time ever spotting it, buying it, and being right.
Yeah, I'm not taking credit that I found it because I didn't buy it.
Do you guys go
You know
walking
what?
around?
I'm gonna
with,
go. I'm gonna go grab it. I'm gonna go grab it while y'all guys are here, and grab
Were you
another.
asking Art?
do you guys walk around with a magnet?
No, I
No.
should though. Like I don't do a lot of jewelry though, so I don't. Do you carry one around?
I people would tell me to, like a magnet ring, like for checking out jewelry.
Yeah, yeah.
So smart. Like I should be able to do stuff like that.
Oh,
but-
I thought you got a magnet for brass.
No, like that's how you can tell.
I know how you would check it. Like people just tell me get the magnet. I was like, all right.
Yeah, yeah. You wanted to. Oh, now it's just me and everybody's. Jonathan froze. Sonny's gone. Art, don't freeze on me.
I'm trying not to. Bro.
So you want it to not stick, right? Like you want it to be. You want it to be a metal that doesn't like gold doesn't stick to a magnet, right? That's what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to work with a
Because
guy.
there's been times I wouldn't know what I'm buying. Like I remember I've seen like jewelry boxes, and the lady's like, "Yeah, give me $20 for everything," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, $20 is nothing," but I'm like looking at it, I'm like, "Oh, what if this is all crap?"
Yeah, Jonathan says he carries a black light. I used to work with a guy. He's like, he used to joke with me. He's all, "Do you have a aluminum magnet?" He's like, "I know you don't have an aluminum magnet because you'd be a millionaire if you did." Like that's the worst joke ever. All right, Len, take it easy, man. See if Sonny finds that glass. What's your dog's name, Art?
Coco.
Coco?
Sorry, I got my kids coming in here and my dog.
You're good.
Sorry, man.
You're good. Nah. I told you when I met you, like I couldn't even imagine trying to do everything you do with little kids. Like that's a lot of work.
And my wife. I was like, and the wife was back.
It's a, like,
No, it's
my
cool, man. You know what I mean? Like I love what I'm doing. So
yeah.
I wish I could make more videos. There's a plans coming up in the future for us here in our house, but so I'm pretty excited. So I think I might be able to make 2 videos pretty soon.
Nice.
If I'm able to do that.
I'll be watching them and I'll be sending people that way.
Thank you, man. That means a lot to me.
Oh, 70-30. What's 70-30?
Hey, Art, do you ever plan to leave your other job or just stick it out with both?
Oh hell yeah, bro!
Oh,
Everybody
wow.
wants to leave their job. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
That's what's up. I remember.
Most definitely.
Oh, see, like there you go. Cameron went
All right,
over there to
frozen.
watch your videos.
I'm sorry. What was that, bro?
Oh, Gravity Goods. I sent him over to watch your videos too. I'm sending.
He's the one with the postcard thing, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I saw his video. He did a really good job on that video. I put a comment on that. Somebody I think Cincinnati Pickers shouted him out.
Yeah, that's right. He did. Yep. Yeah. I mean, well deserved. That was like, I love that hustle. That like he was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. We'll find out what's in there. Like, he did the math on like 23 cents per unit or whatever. It's a no brainer. I'm gonna buy it and then I'll figure it out once I get it home, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's pretty cool.
It is.
What is that? Oh, cool.
That's that uranium glass. It's hard to tell. Oh, he's muted. I don't know if he knows he's muted. There
Unmute.
Cool.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I could drop.
I saw that on he saw it before me. So see, you passed on something too. It wasn't just me. Those ladies were cool at that sale too. That we were talking to them for a while. They were cool. Uh-oh.
Oh, you hear the kids?
Sounded like somebody was singing.
Sounds like
Yeah,
me when
no.
my brother tells me to take out the trash.
Nah, just
Here we
the
go.
little
Now-
one who's over there yelling.
Sonny's the man of mystery.
I'm gonna see if this overlay works. So it's probably just gonna cover all of us.
There it
So,
is.
right. Yeah.
Beautiful,
Oh,
right?
cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That
Yeah,
was cool.
and that was it. But it was pretty cool when I did the light because I've never had one in my possession.
Yeah, I learned about that stuff from watching Tim over the years.
What's up,
Keep an eye out for that stuff.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, Corey.
Actually, the backbone of
Didn't you find some good from those ladies at that sale?
Which
I know
one?
you bought some hats. Did you find a good hat at that sale or something?
I probably did.
That was the one where the one girl was like, "I'm just here for support. She's moving. I'm trying to help her sell her stuff, but I don't know what she wants for everything."
There were some that were characters. They were nice, but
Yeah, they were
first
cool.
community yard sale we went to had a lot of baby stuff. Like 75% of their stuff were all babies.
We did look at a lot of baby
Like,
clothes.
oh man,
Oh man.
It was painful.
it's good for those who are wanting those clothes, you know, because not all that stuff's bad, and kids grow up so fast that they don't. It's not like adults where they wear something and it fades like that. You know, man, you spend money on kids.
It's funny because back in the day, Sonia, my wife, that's what she got all our kids' clothes with yard sales, and I hated going to yard sales. I'm like, who would have thought? Now I love going to yard sales. She definitely would have never thought that. She'll tell you. She'll probably say something in the chat.
All right, guys. Well, call it done because my internet.
All right,
All
man.
good, Art. Thanks for coming through, man.
All right, Art.
Later, man.
There he goes.
Yeah, she'll tell you I hate it. Now she's like, I wish she would have like going to thrift back.
It was fun though. It was a good weekend. It was packed. Like the activities and stuff that happened from Jimmy getting here and Sonia, and then just getting out, hitting the yard sales.
It was one of those weekends that was a blur because you were having fun every second of the day.
Yeah, time was going by fast. Like it's surprising we even made it home to her. Like Jimmy was like, I need a nap.
Because I was like, going
me
to the
too.
flea market tonight with Mikey Bags of Money. I know how much energy he has. I need a nap.
Yeah, Mikey Bags of Money and Super Court with Danny initially.
Oh yeah. Super Court. Yeah.
Like it was the first time I've ever gone sourcing at nighttime, and that was a really cool experience. Also, like it being cool in general, like nice and cool, sun's not beating down on you. A lot of the places closed, but there were still an abundance of places that were open and you could find stuff. It was cool. It's a different experience at nighttime. Drinking, eating, sourcing. I was like, this is the life. This is the dream right here.
FleaCon, if you look up a little bit above you, SSK promo dropped old school flips. That's my link. Hustle Man, he's on. What's your Instagram again?
Hustleman_25.
For some reason, I couldn't find you when I was trying to talk to you.
Hey, is FleaCon from Vegas?
No, FleaCon's out in California.
Oh, is it Cali? Oh.
Yeah. If I remember right. Yeah, Kristen, we're still on.
Mikey, man. Mikey cracks me up.
Now I see why you asked. I didn't realize it's already over an hour. It's almost 2 hours now. I think we have 2 minutes. But Jonathan, are you wanting to come back? Are you coming back to Vegas soon? Source or visit family?
Just probably visit family, and most likely source as well.
Yeah.
Most
Let me
likely.
know when you do. And Charlie too. Charlie says he has family out here, so if you're ever down, man, y'all want to meet up. Hopefully we can link up.
I was telling my dad that I wanted to take a trip with him just to go eat.
Is it bad that I was already thinking about, man, let me go back to Vegas. I'm not even joking when I said that. I thought that today, like, man, I ain't go back.
I like Vegas. Like a lot of people, I don't have kids, but one of the biggest complaints they say, oh, it's not a place to raise kids. But I think that all comes down on the parent, you know. It has nothing to do with the city. It's on the parents. But I'll see, hopefully, God willing, one day I'll have my own and I'll be like, no, it's Vegas. We got to go.
Right. I mean, I have an excuse. My son just recently turned 21, so I got to take him there. All I need is an excuse.
Hey, Sonny, you should.
You hear that?
Hey, Sonny, you should plan the meetup.
I would like to. It'll
That's
probably
what I was
just be
telling
us
him, like,
three.
that's gonna
Maybe
be us.
Charlie will come through. But I think they're becoming, especially locally, like there are a lot more resellers here, and it's all like the family and people work and they have things scheduled, but it would probably have to be out in advance. What just fell?
Oh, a model kit fell off my shelf, so we are dealing with a ghost right now. It's okay. Nobody panic. Nobody be scared. It's just
I'm
This
scared.
model kit fell. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you can't see it. Off
What
my
I would
inventory shelf.
what I would like to do if I have a meetup is, of course, go sourcing, like s- round trip everywhere, thrift hopping, and then have a barbecue here at my house. That's what I
Heck
would
yeah,
love.
man. Scurry.
And some brewskis
Let me know when. I'll be there
tomorrow.
tomorrow. All right, I'm on. I better leave now.
Nah, it's always one of those things when somebody else mentions it and it gets the wheels going. But I know this guy will more than likely be here and be a part of it. Mikey's my broski. Gonna end up, like I said earlier, gonna meet up with them tomorrow. First Fridays, I believe. Good place, art, like an art place, food sourcing too. Not too much sourcing, but it's a nice get out the house and break the monotony of always sourcing stuffs. Yeah.
That's what's so awesome about this. That's why I got to keep listing and keep selling so I can afford to keep going out there and keep going everywhere.
Oh, so Sonia ended up finding at the night sourcing with Mikey. She ended up finding this DVD player, VHS recorder type thing, for $20. And Jimmy and Sonia didn't want to take it to ship it, so they're like, "Hey, Sonny, you could get it." And I was like, "Are you sure?" So I got it for $20, and it should sell for around $150.
Damn.
I told you,
So
Sonya was on it.
yeah, she was like, she needs to get a raise. If we didn't get a raise or not getting paid, she needs to.
I keep telling her to go full time. She's too scared.
Well, you gotta, and you know why. My wife's the same way, and I'll tell you, there was some good that happened this weekend. Aside from meeting up with everybody and having stories and memorable moments to cherish, my wife was like, she told me this yesterday. She was like, "Babe," and I was like, "What?" She was like, "I want to go back on YouTube," and I was like, "Do it, girl. You do it." Because she gets good views. Her first video broke 300,000 views, and then she stopped after her first video. She was like, it's not that hard. And I was like, here I am years later on YouTube years, and I'm not even like a quarter of that amount of numbers.
Right.
And she wants to come back. So I'm like, please, Carla, come back. Like, let me be under your wing, like you take care of me.
She won't get on your channel?
No, so we're gonna have it more. We talked about it, like what kind of thing we want to do. She used to do makeup, and she did really good at it. And the first video, like I said, went viral. And she ended up getting sponsorships with that first video. People were sending her stuff, and she just stopped cold turkey. I'm like, damn you, girl. Some people just got it like that. But she wants to do it to where it's like vlogging, because now that I'm full-time reselling, I don't have to put in vacation days. Is like, if we're gonna do something, we go. So it's gonna be more of like a vlog lifestyle. And then she was like, but I want to cook, and I want to see if you cook something and share with people, so that way it's not just women to cook. Like, I could cook, I could throw down, could burn stuff too, but I could throw down. So it's in the works, folks. So stay tuned for my wife. And a lot of burnt videos. Well, folks, I think we're gonna call this a wrap. I am gonna say that I did miss all of y'all, especially not being able to get on live because I was on vacation. I'm gonna finish up a video after I jump off here and have one for you all to watch and enjoy tomorrow morning. And then I have several videos actually put together from the Trash Catch podcast, and then sourcing with Sonia and Jimmy, and then some other stuff. So I'm gonna get on this video stuff and get monetized eventually. I think I need like 750 more hours, so creeping up that way. I am grateful and thankful for everybody just to be a part of what I'm doing, and for me to be a part of yours. So I am going to be on a few people, and I'll let everybody else speak their what they got going on as well. I'm going to be on Leticia's live here, I think the 16th. We're going to go live on hers, so I'll get more information on that. Make sure to follow her. Not new to reselling, but new on YouTube, I would say. Really good personality. I like her. And then one thing we have in common is being married and relationship, and it's pretty cool to see what she's going to say compared to what I'm going to say or what we talk about, because that's two different sides. I know if I was talking to my wife, there would only be one side. And a phone call to the ambulance be like, my wife is beating me up. get here fast. What else do I got going on? I think the 26th I'm going to be on, and Jimmy's going to be on sooner than me. I think on Cat the Nurse Flippers, I'm going to be on the 24th or 26th. Again, I'll have more info on that. And I do have a whatnot tomorrow scheduled for 12:03 p.m.
Nice.
I have quite a bit of hats and stuff available. So make sure to go on there, bid on some stuff, add to the collection. And if you could get it for a good deal, get it for a good deal. I get to clear out some space, which gets my wife off my back and money in my pocket and keep doing what it is that we do as reselling. Jimmy, what do you got?
Like you said, next Tuesday coming up. What's that? I don't even know what next Tuesday is. I gotta look at a calendar real quick.
I believe it's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. The 10th. Tuesday the 10th, I will be on Cat the Nurse Flippers live show with Mountain Man Treasure and I believe Dom. I think it's Dom. I don't want to say for sure because I don't remember who the other guest is. Then I'll be here every Thursday night. Right here. And then, because it's something new and we want to try to get it out there, me and SSK Promo Ken, we have a podcast that we just started. There's 2 episodes out right now. Reseller clickbait podcast, just us having fun, joking around. All of our videos will have clickbait thumbnails just for fun. And it's just us 2 talking about reselling and the stuff that we see on like Sonny's channel and on other channels. Because we watch a lot of YouTube, so it's a fun time.
And I'm just gonna continue watching you guys.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Well, I hope you start getting some videos together because you have something to share with others, and we all come across different things. We all learn from each other.
For sure, man.
Veterans or newbies, there's always something to learn.
And the best thing about it is you make friends like this, man. You make friends through this. Kristen in the chat, Ken. The list goes on. Super Core, Mikey, like you make friends like crazy. That's my favorite thing about it. No question.
Most definitely.
There it is. Right there, folks. All right, ladies and gents, take it easy. Make sure to smash the thumbs up button. I already forgot because I haven't been on in a while. The thumbs up button and subscribe. Tell your friends and aunties about me. I am married, but you can tell them to subscribe to the channel.
They can come and see the hair. Yeah, let them see the hair. Let them see the hair.
I don't want to do it. Take it easy, folks. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon.
Bye, everybody.